things that are coming is the hotels. That's really cool. That was a big surprise to me. I was like, whoa, awesome.
It's got its own tab and everything.
Very cool. If at any point, I'm going to make sure that I move the camera in case that we're blocking anything, but it looks that we're good for now. So, yes, hotels. Let's talk about hotels.
So,
very exciting.
Yeah, as far as everyone's been kind of curious about how these are going to work.
How do they work? Yes.
How do they work? Well, basically, you get. We kind of thought you could do the box system where you just get a little block and you put down. People go in and out, and then you can kind of expand the number of rooms. But that has no gameplay implications on it. So we decided to kind of add on basically separate rooms. So you get this kind of thing where you can build up your hotel out of these sort of modular cubes. So you kind of need space for your hotel for to obviously in your park you need to plan ahead. Each
block represents one guest group room.
Yep.
Okay, and the foyer you need in order for your hotel to function. That's where your guests will enter and exit.
Yeah, basically. So you link your rooms up to your hotel. Basically, once you put everything together and so on, and basically people come in and out here, and they'll spend like a night in there, and they will pay on exit. And this is a good way of kind of having more people in the park. It doesn't work with the. It doesn't affect the cap that you have on your park naturally. So
you can actually go over the gap.
Yeah.
The cap,
Yeah, you can basically put in loads more people than actually are in there. So it keeps people in your park for longer. Therefore, they spend more time, spending money basically. But if you go in, you have to then you get thoughts about the hotels, and they're hotel specific thoughts, and they'll talk about cleanliness and whether they like their stay or not.
Right.
And then you've got to basically, once you get your foyer, you have to make sure you definitely connect the rooms, because that's the thing you have to do.
That won't function like this.
Sorry.
Like this, it won't function.
Yeah,
right?
This is basically if you don't connect them, you won't get a hotel. So now once you've connected them.
So it's kind of like how the display sequencer works with connecting things to one item. So the foyer will be your main item, and you'll connect things to there.
Yeah, basically. And then, you can set up your costs, and obviously luxury rooms are a bit more expensive.
So that's another thing. So there's the grey icon, that's a standard room.
Yes.
And the gold one is a luxury room.
Luxury room, yeah. And there's kind of like buffs that go with these hotels as well. So you've got room service, restaurant, internet access, spa, gym, and they all kind of add to like the prestige of the hotel, and also kind of give the guests a little buff. So if you add a restaurant, they'll come out nice and fed and stuff like that, and also relate to their thoughts and stuff like that. So and it's really cool. And you can kind of then, obviously this is built up to be, skinned by the building editor, so you can basically go in. Get to the custom buildings.
Can you actually, do you mind placing one of the pre-made ones? Because we have some blueprints in the update.
Yeah, we have.
So then we can just sort of zoom in there and see how it works.
Hotel. Yeah. Right, here we go. So, should we...
The Fairytale Hotel, that's cute.
That's a big hotel.
So this is one of the, so there's a few blueprints in the 1.6 update, which is coming to every player, every Planet Coaster player. You don't have to pay for this. And this is the Fairytale themed one.
No, it's not. This isn't actually a hotel.
Isn't it?
I think, no, it's not.
Oh gosh.
So hold on.
So you need to go to...
I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah, shops and facilities.
Yes, that's why.
And then blueprints.
Yeah, thanks, babe.
That's okay. Blueprints.
Blueprints.
Hotels. This one.
Sorry.
There you go. That's the fantasy one.
It's not working. There it is. Oh, I went into the wrong place. Oh, look, it looks so much more pretty as well.
The Fairytale Hotel, it's even called. So then when we zoom in to the building and we go through the foyer, I only know this because I literally tried it a second ago. There you go. So this is what the inside of a hotel could look like once you've built the outside of a hotel. So of course, a lot of you are incredibly creative, and you'll figure all of this out by yourself. But if you want to use the blueprints, there's a couple of them in the game for you to use as well, just to get to grips with hotels. So you can see that there's a whole bunch of standard rooms, and then the side rooms with the better views, they have luxury rooms there. So that's pretty neat.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? And also, this is surrounded by lots of scenery, so
it's awesome.
Have a nice rating as well.
Yeah, so, exactly. I'm just looking on my list. If I look down, it's because I'm reading the extensive patch notes that I've received. So the main goal for hotels, just to summarize it allows guests to rest and return to the park after an allotted time. This will create a temporary boost to the number of guests in a park that goes above its normal park rating allowance. Hotel prestige is also boosted by nearby scenery. Perks will become less effective when the hotel has not been cleaned for a while.
Yep,
you need a janitor.
A hotel like this, you'll probably need to assign a full-time cleaner to it.
Yeah.
Because it will...
Lots of guests will be going in and out.
Yeah, you've got a lot of rooms here.
Cool.
And it caps off at 100 rooms anyway, so...
Awesome.
That would be your...
That's a massive hotel already.
But the thing is, you don't necessarily have to have one foyer for one, for you can have multiple foyers basically that connect up to different rooms and then connect that all together as one big hotel under one building.
Oh wow!
They would be separate hotels within the UI and within the game, but visually you could connect.
You could collect it into one.
Yeah, so you could have multiple entrances basically, but it all works the same.
And the perks that you were showing off, they are stackable as well, so you can add multiple.
So you add multiple perks.
Very
and the
cool.
scenery rating affects the prestige, and the perks affect the prestige as well. So if I hover over that, you can say.
And if I understand correctly, the larger your hotel, the more difficult it will be to get that prestige up. And also, if you have a 5-star hotel, it will be more expensive and more difficult to maintain.
The running costs on these things are a delicate balancing act. So obviously, if you've got a big park, it makes sense to have a big hotel. But if you've got a small park, then it would make more sense to have a smaller hotel.
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
They can get quite costly.
Yeah, it feels obvious, but just putting it out there that's how it does work.
Ubizon asks, does the hotel still work if you close your park?
If you close your park, I think the whole thing will empty. A closed park is,
It's within your park boundaries that it works.
Yeah.
Vampiro says, how many people fit in a single room? So it's a guest group. So if it's one person or a group, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it's between 1 and 6.
Yeah.
Basically.
Awesome. Nice that you can link them. Do the hotel rooms need to be connected to a path system? No, but the foyer does for it to open. Yeah. So once the foyer is connected to a path, the hotel will open and the rooms will be connected to the foyer.
Interestingly, these rooms, they don't have to stack right next to each other. You can actually have a gap of a certain amount before they sort of fall out of range.
Right.
So there is a range you have to stick within, to keep it within the foyer. So if you wanted lots of chalets, you could do that. So you can actually move the rooms further and further apart. So like with this, for instance, here, I could actually move these if I edit the building. And then I could select these things here and actually, if I could, oh no, I'm not moving the whole thing. Sorry.
That's fine.
But you can actually move them, go into here and actually move these further apart. Yeah. Basically. Yeah, it seems to be infinite on these ones, but there is a range where the rooms will become disconnected. Okay. But you can have something like this, and it's perfectly fine.
Can you have multiple hotels? Asks Ken3S. Yep. I think so. It's just more expensive.
You've got to watch your running costs. So this has a big impact on gameplay. This really helps because it improves your park prestige, your overall park rating, and it also allows more guests in there, and it generates money for you as well on the fly. But again, you've got to kind of keep that in mind when you're when you're building it. Watch
can we connect this one to the path just so that people can see maybe some people going in, and then also guests will pay when they leave, not when they enter. So when you're seeing a lot of people entering, don't think that your money's going to go up instantly. They will stay first, and then when they leave, they will pay, just like a real hotel.
Yeah, otherwise you could just close your park.
Thanks, SP Ridley. That's really nice of you to say. And so many nice comments. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, hello.
Crowd Pleaser has an interesting question. Are guests going sooner? Will guests be using the ATMs with this more? I think is the question.
I think I'm not so sure. I don't think this is more kind of to do with.
It's a separate management thing.
Yeah, it's kind of it's an isolated system, so it's more to do with kind of just the guest interaction within the hotel.
Yeah.
So, the effects, obviously, if you place ATMs around there's going to be a lot of footfall around these areas. So, no doubt that would be a side effect of that. So I should imagine that could be the case. So yeah. Can't guarantee it, but you never know. So it's over here.
Vampiro says this is awesome. Gives a lot of purpose to a lot of the buildings in the park. Yeah, definitely does. Cool.
I need a
looking good.
There we go.
All right, that's connected. Cool. I don't know if is the park open because people seem to be leaving.
No, I think I need rides. Is the problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's. Well, why don't we? Studios pack and try and placing down one of the rides that are coming to the Studios pack.
In the scenery stuff, do we want to talk about the other free things?
But you want to we can talk about the free update first. That's fine.
Yeah.
So
it's up to you. Up to you,
no, that's fine. The next thing that's on my list is triggerable flexi color, which is perfect for dance floors.